Coming up on Laurie and Gary Cruise, we fly from JFK to Seattle for our Celebrity Edge Alaska cruise. Follow us as we check out a restaurant in Seattle, enjoy some delicious sweet treats, and bring you for a tour around our HYATT Olive 8 hotel. All that and more on Laurie and Gary Cruise.
Come and cruise with us. Come and cruise with us. Come and cruise with us, and you won't regret it.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We are beginning this cruise vacation at JFK Airport. Despite all the cruise vacations we go on, we hardly ever fly together. Gary has a Delta American Express card, and we hadn't used any of those miles since our Hawaii cruise way back in 2017. And he had accumulated enough to fly Delta Comfort Plus going to Seattle and first class coming back from Seattle. What a treat! When we arrived to JFK, there was construction work everywhere. Make sure you leave extra early for your flight. The Delta terminal is actually looking pretty nice, but driving through JFK, not too much. Obviously, if you know us, our first stop was Starbucks. And even though it was still late morning about this time, I personally feel like it's never too early for sushi. So I got a $21 poke bowl from a little sushi stand. It was pre-made, or else I would have asked for no mayo, but look at all the yummy goodness in this.
Not bad for airport sushi. I wish there wasn't so much mayo on it.
Oh yeah, it's that hot mayo, right?
Yeah. I don't mind the heat. I don't like that much mayo. I don't really like mayo at all.
Yeah.
What can you do?
At this point, we still had an hour before our flight, and this is a family flight, so we were actually flying with 6 other people and meeting 4 more people in Seattle. 12 of us went on this cruise together. Gary and I killed the waiting time as any mature grown adults would do. We rode the people mover back and forth and essentially annoyed everyone at the airport. But hey, it worked. It was finally time to board. And as we board, let's talk about Delta Comfort Plus, see if it's worth it. Now, my footage is sloppy because it is hard to film. I didn't want to get anyone else who didn't want to be in the video. And obviously, since we used miles, I'm unsure of the actual extra cost of these tickets as opposed to coach. But I do believe it is a few hundred extra per ticket. If you know, let us know in the comments below. But the perks are about 6 or 7 extra inches of legroom, which actually sincerely and truly makes a difference. Included wine and beer during the flight. And that's about it. That was extra. I didn't notice anything else. Am I missing anything? Let me know in the comments below. So one thing that's not included, but just a happy byproduct, is because the tickets are so much more expensive, there were no kids in our seating area. Our friends and family who were sitting in coach had a lot of problems with children kicking the seats. I think a lot of parents don't want to pay an extra few $100s so their tiny little child can have extra legroom. And obviously there's no guarantees, but we ended up in an area of the plane where there was not a screaming child to be heard. And also, when you have knee problems like Gary, those few extra inches do make all the difference. So I'm going to say yes, Delta Comfort Plus is worth a few hundred extra dollars. Let's say we would pay about $300 extra per ticket tops. Anything more than that, it's just not worth it. We gained 3 hours on this flight, so we landed in Seattle in the mid-afternoon. The Seattle airport is definitely a touch on the dumpy side, but we were able to navigate through it and get our bags fairly quickly for the entire family. We shared a car with my parents to get to our hotel. This was one of the transportation services that the airport offered. Both my parents are seniors, so they had paid extra to have the driver come grab their bags off of the belt at baggage claim and load them into the car. But the driver was late, so I helped them out, and then we ended up having to wait 20 minutes for the car, but we did get a discount. Driving into Seattle was thrilling. I had not been to downtown Seattle since 2001. And we are staying at the HYATT Olive 8. HYATT Olive 8 is a standout eco-friendly boutique-style Hyatt located in downtown Seattle's Denny Triangle. All right, this is a room tour of our Westin Olive Seattle room. Oh no. Well, I guess it's mostly not sheer. We're not a big fan of these sheer doors, right, baby?
Right. Look at this. This is
Nice big shower.
nice. Shower.
What are the amenities in here? What do we got here?
We got water.
We got no. There's shower gel, shampoo, and conditioner, and it's by Be Kind. Ooh, good one, baby. It's by Be Kind. Nice. Not a not a rain head shower, but
No,
we'll deal.
we'll see if it has a lot of power. I bet it
We'll
does.
deal with the savagery.
It's a,
But it's a nice bathroom.
it is, babe. Turn around.
Ooh.
Okay.
You safe, another blanket, a robe.
Nice row.
Just one. What about
One.
me?
No, you don't get one.
Lots of drawers.
It's a safe. I don't know what that is. Anyway, lots of drawers here. Yeah, lots of drawers.
Yee.
Let's see.
All right. We need to get to the good stuff, aka the coffee. What's the coffee situation? Let's check it out.
It's got a little bit of coffee machine.
It's a Keurig. It's like a Keurig. I don't know if it's a Keurig brand. What is this?
But it's like a Keurig.
Yeah.
You know, it's got those little pods,
Yes.
and it comes with these.
Nice.
Cups and sugars and blah blah blah, and cream and what have you.
And then you got a little refrigerator down there.
Water.
You might have to pay for that. Look at the sign.
As part of we provide reusable water bottles. We encourage you to utilize they're $2 each.
$2 each.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Nice.
Nice big.
TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love this nice big desk area.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is cool.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, nice little chair.
Yeah.
Comfy couch. Ooh. Wait. Gary. Oh my
Is that
god.
a sound machine?
It's a sound machine. Oh my god, Gary. This is Gary's dream come true. So
Where's the does it have volume?
it's got to. We'll inspect later.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is
Anyway,
a treat.
This is how I go to sleep every night, with a sound machine. So
Oh, what a treat. Then let's check out our view.
wait a minute, wait.
Oh,
Here.
Gary said.
Yeah. All the stuff. Okay.
Gary, it's not an Amazon video. It's not an Amazon video, baby. Okay.
Oh, here it is.
I'm gonna check out the view, okay, baby? Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check out the view.
Okay.
So,
I won't have to
not the best view ever, but actually it's pretty nice.
Not too bad.
Not exactly a parking lot either, so.
See, we got a little bit of downtown area there.
Yeah, and down the other way too.
Yeah. We're up
Nice.
on the 5th floor. So
Cool.
not a bad view. Not a
Yeah.
bad view at all.
I would say a 1 out of 10. What do you give it, babe?
1 out of 10, I'd give it well, 9.
We're-
You wouldn't give it a 9?
No, I think I give it an 8.
I mean, it's not a suite, but it is the Hyatt. So,
I think I give it an 8 because of the shower head, and because
and there's a one little teeny sink in the bathroom,
yeah.
this big.
But honestly, we'll reassess.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll reassess last day.
We'll reassess. Look at all these plug-ins.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
USB ports here.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 USBs.
All right. Okay.
And
Yeah. All right. We're good.
you plug in there and plug in here. Got a fridge.
Yeah. I showed them.
Oh, you did?
Okay. Say goodbye.
All right. Goodbye.
Loving the hallway motif, right, babe?
Yes.
This is like real marble here.
Yeah. Schmancy. Schmancy.
Schmancy. We got a recommendation from the hotel for a Mexican restaurant named Fogan or Fagan, not sure how to pronounce it. The restaurant was about a 1-mile walk, and it was an inclined walk the entire way, and you did have to go over a highway. So if you do have mobility issues, you may want to look for a place a little closer. There were people in our party, including Gary, who have knee, hip issues, and it was a struggle for them to get there. However, once we were there, we were very delighted to see that they had a huge menu, loads of different options. We love the motif and the decorations of the restaurant. And of course, you get included chips and salsa with your meal. Obviously ordered the homemade guac for the table.
Yes, sir.
Nice, Steven.
Thanks.
Ooh, baby.
Ow. Boy, that's a hot plate. Well, I'd start to eat, but the plate is so hot, I can't pick up any tacos.
And what did you get?
I got a taco with a beef tongue, one with chicken, and one with skirt steak.
Wow.
I'm looking forward to it as soon as I can pick it up.
And I got the shrimp tacos. I haven't tried it yet, but it looks really good. Got a little avocado on top, some beans, and I'm going to dig in. We had spotted a Voodoo Donuts on the way to the restaurant and wanted to check it out afterwards. As said, the last time I was in Seattle was over 20 years ago. However, about 10 years ago, I was in Washington State on tour with a show. We were in a suburb of Seattle, but a bunch of my friends had gone into Seattle, gotten Voodoo Donuts, brought them back, and ever since then, I've been wanting to try them. They have Gary's donut. They named a donut after Gary.
Dirty old bastard.
Now, I'm not the biggest donut person, but I am the biggest frosting person, and these donuts are laden with frosting. And they have so many options. It took us forever to decide. I mean, look at these beauts. Gary ended up getting us 3 to split. No place to really sit at Voodoo Donuts, so we took them back to the hotel for a taste test. All right, we just got back. I think we're done for the day, right, baby?
Yeah.
So
Let's see the reveal.
we got Gary got a glazed and the maple glazed. Also.
Maple cream.
Maple cream.
Maple cream
That
inside.
sounds good. And I had to get the dirty old bastard
Pick it up.
circuit. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna give it a try.
How big it is.
I've
Look at
never
it.
had.
It's a monster.
I've never had a Voodoo Donut before, so I'm gonna try it. So here goes.
That's huge. Verdict.
Hold on, it's a 2-bite decision.
It's a 2-biter.
Okay, the dirty old man is essentially like peanut butter and Oreos.
Let me get a close up of the inside, babe. Not where you bit. Where you bit, yes.
And the dough is very good. Is there anything in this one? No. The dough is very good, very soft. Definitely a step up from like Dunkin' Donuts, but in the very much Dunkin' Donuts style. So yeah, it's really good. I would say it's worth the hype.
Good. Ta-da!
let's wrap this video up with a little Hyatt Olive 8 hotel tour. So as said, those 2 bottles of water in the room are free, and there's refill stations throughout the hotel. We are kind of entering the lobby here from the elevator, and forward you have the desks, the check-in desks. To the left you have like a little bagel shop that's open part of the day, but there is a pizza machine in there that's open 24 hours, so you always have access to snacks. We actually used this the second day and it was so neat. But in case you were wondering, there was no included breakfast at this hotel. It's all extra pay. And then walking forward, you have a nice little lobby area, and there was a restaurant. Sorry, we skipped ahead. We're on the 2nd floor now. You have a bunch of meeting rooms up here and ballrooms. This would probably be a great hotel for a wedding. Look at all this space. In fact, there were some small events going on while I was filming this. That's why some of the footage is so choppy, because I try to avoid capturing people on camera that don't want to be on camera. But yes, multiple ballrooms on this level. And then you also have a spa, which of course we did not have the time to really enjoy. And they had a fairly large indoor pool area, which we didn't get to enjoy either. It looks like it's really just meant for swimming laps. So if that's something you like to do for exercise, this hotel has you hooked up. There was more to explore around the corner, but I heard voices there. So I don't think there was a hot tub, but there may have been, I'm not sure. I didn't want to disrupt the people that were there. And then, of course, the fitness center at this hotel was amazing. This is a really good fitness center. And not just that, they had an entire yoga room in the fitness center where they had included classes in the morning. You got a couple of vending machines in the hallways. And that is essentially the inside of the hotel. Now, when you go outside, there's the outdoor entrance to the restaurant. There was an indoor entrance as well right after the lounge area in the lobby. And then if you want to live in this Hyatt, you can. Look, they have a residential area. I sure want to live here. When can I move in? And this is where I will leave you for this video while I do a sneaky little yoga practice in the yoga room, which I had all to myself at the hotel. Reminding you to hit the like and subscribe button with the notification bell on. This is a cruise vlog. We're not even on the cruise yet, so you are going to want to follow along on this journey. It was incredible. Until the next time, we want you to live your best cruise life.